It's time for our Main Street Media Virtual Home Show. Now we'll head to State Farm, a great home insurer, and our own Hope Alteri.
Hey Nashville, Hope Alteri here. Well, I feel like we can't have the virtual home show without discussing your home, and that's exactly what we're doing today. I am here at the beautiful office of Barbara Stewart with State Farm, and it's in Hermitage, and this is one of my favorite offices to come to because as soon as you walk in the door, she has this amazing candle. It smells like home. She's got snacks, she's got coffee, she's got it set up where you always feel like you're at home as soon as you come into the office, and the staff here is so nice, and that's one of the reasons why I chose Barbara to talk to you guys today about how to safeguard your home. And this is one of the things that we all need to know about right now as we've walked through the COVID experience. So she's going to talk to us a little bit today about how to prepare yourself in times of crisis, because boy, don't we all need to know that with 2020 and the way it's been. But she's also going to talk about how to prepare for natural disasters such as tornadoes. So let's go inside and let's talk with Barbara Stewart here at State Farm about how to keep yourself and your family safe during times of crisis.
Well, the first thing I would say, being in the insurance side of it, know your agent. They can be your best friend through these times of crisis. No matter what type of crisis it is, whether it's your home, your auto, if you know your agent in their office, they'll be able to walk you through how to handle everything. They will guide you. One thing you always, to begin with, you've heard an emergency fund, that you should have 3 months of an emergency fund. Nowadays, as you can tell from COVID, you probably want 6 to 9 months. That would probably be one of my best pieces of advice to give you. Now, what State Farm has done, and other companies have done other things too, let's go with the COVID first. If you call your agent's office, they can walk you through some ways to save. What we did, we immediately suspended anybody being canceled for non-pay. As of March all the way through May, we did not. But if you talk with your agent and you could pay a little bit, well then you're paying off some of it so you don't get this big chunk at the end. So what we did was we just not gonna cancel anybody through this. And we've extended that since COVID has extended. We had State Farm had a COVID relief fund. And because nobody was driving, everybody was staying home, there weren't accidents, so State Farm gave a discount to every auto policy in our agency, in the whole company. And they got that back in June. Another thing, we could lower your mileage because you're not driving. You're staying home and working out of the house, so you're not driving. And there's a big discount for doing very few miles. We also, not only working home, but if you were laid off or you're furloughed also. So that can really save you a big amount. And the other discount State Farm does is your drive safe and save, because it's like a little beacon that goes in there to see how you're driving. Well, if you're not driving, it's automatically gonna drop your rate. We initially started with 5%, but because of COVID, we jumped up to you get 10% no matter how your driving is, and it just drops from there. It will not go up. Also, State Farm had another rate decrease across the board because of we're not paying out claims, and because we're a mutual company, you're like the policyholders or stockholders, so they get the discounts too. So that's one way to prepare. If you know your agent, you can sit and talk with them and go through all that. What I always advise when that first happens is to try to get somebody out there. Let's say if it was your roof, get a tarp over it. Stop all that damage from getting worse. But having your contacts maybe in your phone or somewhere where you can reach them, because if your house is gone, there goes all your stuff. So I would say have your all your paperwork in a safe spot that you know where it is. I would have in your phone, have all contacts. Even if call your insurance company and ask them, who do you use, or who can you recommend for roof or for fire, or we can help with that. One other thing that I do recommend to all my homeowners and renters is to take your video camera, or now that everybody has a phone that you can videotape, I would walk through your home or your apartment and videotape your stuff. Because if you have a complete fire or the tornado takes a house, you're not going to remember everything, all your little knickknacks and everything. But to walk through, you can have a memory, and plus people can help you. They can watch the video with you and help write out your inventory that to replace. So that's another thing that I would suggest for everybody to do. I've been a State Farm agent now 31 years. I started many, many years ago. The reason I got into it, believe it or not, was by accident. I was actually living in Louisiana, and I was going to get married to my husband that we've been married 35 years now. And his brother was a State Farm agent, and he needed some help. And I thought, well, I've got to move to Baton Rouge. Okay, I'll go help him out. Well, I fell in love with it. I love just sitting down and working with people. I love to be able to explain. People always say, what makes you so different? And I said, well, I don't like to sell. I like to educate. And if I educate what they're looking for and they understand it, they will buy. So I think that what puts me a little bit different than a lot of insurance agents out there. One thing about State Farm, they don't put that kind of pressure on you. They want you just to develop that relationship and sell with relationship.
If you'd like Barbara's help during times of crisis or hopefully good times, please contact her at 615-391-5300 or stop by her office. She's on Lebanon Pike right here in Nashville.
Thank you so much, Hope. Remember, our virtual home show will go throughout the day today, and our sponsor is Spontunias, a family fun game. We will actually close our show with a fabulous celebrity version of the game. So stay tuned all day. Share, be a part of the virtual home show from Main Street Media.